behind the scenes. We're having new things that we're trying. We're counting on you all to be our friends and encourage us on, even if we're not perfect, because we're trying new things. And we have some readings. We have ways in several forms: song, poetry, readings, master's voice, all ways to help us tune in and deeper to our inner higher self, which the Guru is there. The Guru comes to introduce us to God. That's the Guru's basic job. So there are many, many opportunities to be introduced to God, and we hope that tonight will be one such opportunity. So let's meditate deeply together in between the things and even during the things as you feel. So we will begin.
Okay. This is a very short selection from Yogananda Ji's Whispers from Eternities that I hadn't noticed before. But it goes right with our very first opening chant. Salutation to the great preceptor. Bearing the bliss of Brahma, happiness supreme, wearing the image of wisdom, beyond the dispute of any qualities, free as the limitless sky, knower of all there is to be known, thou perennial, taintless one, witness of all happenings, beyond all conception's boundaries, uncolored by good, bad, and active qualities, my ever-awake preceptor, I bow to thee. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasma Shri Guruve Namaha, Brahmanandam Paramasukharam, Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvate Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunaraditam Satgurum Tuam Namami, full of bliss, giving joy transcendent, of higher knowledge the abode, do I know more, clear as the heavens, known to all as thou art that he is pure, permanent, unmoving, the everlasting seer of all, far, far beyond qualities and thought. Guru Lord, I bow to thee. Guru Lord, I bow to thee. Chant with me. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetness which I in the thought by mind abroad, in the thought by mind abroad, taste thy name, so sweet, so sweet. Devotee knows how sweet you are, devotee knows how sweet you are. He knows whom you let know, he knows whom you let know. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetest which I do see. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetest which I do see. In the thought by mind abroad, in the thought by mind abroad, that taste thy name, so sweet, so sweet. Devotee knows how sweet you are, devotee knows how sweet you are. He knows when you let know, he knows when you let know. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetest which I do see. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetest which I do see. In the thought by mind abroad, in the thought by mind abroad, I taste thy name, so sweet, so sweet. Devotee knows how sweet you are, devotee knows how sweet you are. He knows whom you let know, he knows whom you let know. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetest which I do see. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetest which I do see. In the thought by mind abroad, in the thought by mind abroad, I taste thy name, so sweet, so sweet. Devotee knows how sweet you are, devotee knows how sweet you are. He knows whom you let know, he knows whom you let know. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetest which I do see. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetest which I do see. In the thought by mind abroad, in the thought by mind abroad, I taste thy name, so sweet, so sweet. Devotee knows how sweet you are, devotee knows how sweet you are, devotee knows how sweet you are, devotee knows how sweet you are. He knows whom you let know, he knows whom you let Eldon has a reading for us.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here to read an excerpt from Master's book, Whispers of Eternity. I am here. Alone I roamed by the ocean's shore and watched the wrestling waves in brawling roar, bounding with thine own restless life. I saw thee in thy angry mood, tossing and foaming, until the very vastness of thy wrath made me shiver, and turn away in dread from so much violence and strife. And then I walked inland. A kindly, spreading, sentinel tree waved friendly arms to comfort me, consoling me with gentler looks sublime. Its leaves and branches swayed in tender lullaby rhyme, conveying a message that I knew was thine. Above me high, I saw the gaugeless mystic sky, and childlike in dim valleys, I sought to pry out thy secrets and to play with thee. In vain, alas, did I seek thee hiding there, cloud robed, foam sprayed, leaf garlanded, too elusive for mortal eyes to see or ears to hear. And yet, I knew that thou wert always near, as if playing hide and seek with me, receding each time when I almost touched thee. I groped for thee in the maddeningly complex folds of dark ignorance, as old as time itself is old. At last, I ceased my search, almost in despair. What hope had I of finding thee, thou royal sly eluder? Thou art, I know, everywhere, yet thou seemest nowhere, lost in unplumbed space, where none may clasp thee or behold thy face. Yes, despairing, I ceased my fruitless search, turned huffily away from thee. My ploy was unsuccessful. Still no answer from the wrathful sea, and only whispers from the friendly tree. Naught but silence from the limitless blue sky, silence from valleys low and mountains high. Like a hurt child within the depths of me, I hid and sulked, no longer seeking thee. And then lo, suddenly, unheralded and unseen hand snatched from my eyes that all black band, which had blinded me for so long with fold on fold, no longer weary, but filled with strength untold. I stood and gazed again, a laughing sea instead of wrathful roars, a gay, glad world with mystically opening doors, with only mists of dreams between. Someone beside me stood unseen and whispered to me calm and clear, "Hello, playmate, I am here." Jai Guru.
Another chant of our Gurus. No birth, no death, no caste have I. Father, mother have I none, I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. No birth, no death, no caste have I. No birth, no death, no caste have I. Father, mother, have I none. Father, mother, have I none. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. No mind nor intellect nor ego feeling, no mind nor intellect nor ego feeling. Sky nor earth nor metals am I, sky nor earth nor metals am I. I am He, Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. Beyond all fancy, formless am I. Beyond all fancy, formless am I. Free from dreams of all earthly life. Free from dreams of all earthly life. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. Oh, I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. Bondage I fear not, I'm free in thy joy. Bondage I fear not, I'm free in thy joy. Free, oh free, Lord, free in thy bliss. Free, oh free, Lord, free in thy bliss. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. Oh, I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. No birth, no death, no cast have I. No birth, no death, no cast have I. Father, mother, have I none. Father, mother, have I none. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. Oh, I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. Mind nor intellect, nor ego feeling. Mind nor intellect, nor ego feeling. Sky nor earth, nor metals am I. Sky nor earth, nor metals am I. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. Oh, I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. Beyond all fancy, formless am I. Beyond all fancy, formless am I. Free from dreams of all earthly life. Free from dreams of all earthly life. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. Oh, I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. Bondage I fear not, I'm free in thy joy. Bondage I fear not, I'm free in thy joy. Free, oh free, Lord, free in thy bliss. Free, oh free, Lord, free in thy bliss. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. Oh, I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. Oh, I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. Oh, I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. Oh, I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am He. I am He, I am He. Blessed Spirit, I am Shivam has an offering from the book Mejta about the very early life experiences of Paramhansa Yogananda, our Guru.
Very good evening to all of you, and a very happy Master's birthday to all of us. So I'll be reading certain incidents around Master's birth from the book Mejta, written by Sri Sananda Lal Ghosh, Master's younger brother, who used to address Master as Mejta, which in Bengali means the middle brother or the second elder brother. After 4 years at Muzaffarpur, Father was transferred to Gorakhpur in the United Province, where he served in the office of the Government Examiner of Railway Accounts, Bengal and North Western Railway. Abhinash was Father's subordinate officer in Gorakhpur. One fine day, Abhinash applied for a week's leave. But because he had previously taken several leaves of 5 to 7 days, Father refused, saying, work could not be kept current if employees took unnecessary time off. Talking the matter over with Abhinash, Father asked him where he went on these leaves. I go to Banaras to see my Guru, Abhinash replied. Father upbraided Abhinash. So you are trying to acquire pity? Can you tell me what religion really is? Our nation is being ruined in the name of religion. My dear man, there is nothing in it. Don't be a fanatic. If you want to get ahead in life, work. Work and you will surely profit in the long run. Father hadn't intended to be rude. He soon repented of having spoken so harshly. After all, he reasoned to himself, each one has to make his own choices in life. Only then he can say for certain whether the decisions were good or bad. In any case, roughness is unbecoming. So Father decided to talk further with Abhinash. That afternoon, he met Abhinash on his way home from the office. Dismissing his palanquin and servants, he walked with Abhinash and tried to explain his reasoning. Abhinash remained silent. Father could see that he was grieving from within, and also embarrassed because of the difference in their official positions at work. A junior officer would never contest an issue with his superior. At that time, Father didn't know that Abhinash was fervently praying to his Guru. The roadway was lined with large shady trees, their leafy branches intertwined overhead to form a natural caravanserai. In this beautiful setting, it was not difficult to feel the presence of the divine architect. Passing beyond the line of stately trees, they came upon a large field where waves of rippling grass turned auburn in the flaming rays of the setting sun. A thrill of joy filled their hearts, and both felt an overpowering desire to become one with that beauty. Father was silent, motionless, absorbed in this grand display of nature. Then, just a few yards ahead, a person of tranquil visage suddenly appeared. Abhinash exclaimed, "He's Lahiri Mahashaya, my Guru." Both Father and Abhinash were astonished to hear Lahiri Mahashaya's gentle remonstrance. "Bhagavati Babu, you are too hard on your employee." In an instant, Lahiri Mahashaya disappeared. Though they searched the area, the master was nowhere to be found. With a rush of tears, Abhinash threw himself to the ground. Father was awestruck. Kneeling down, he tenderly touched Abhinash and said affectionately, "Abhinash, I will surely grant you leave. And I too want to go to Banaras. Will you take me to your Guru?" He who can appear at will to help his devotee is surely a great being, one with the preceptor of the universe. My wife and I will take initiation from him and seek his guidance for our sadhana. Abhinash was beside himself with joy. Father and mother who was expecting her fourth child, Mejda, departed for Banaras the next evening, accompanied by Abhinash. They arrived the following morning and made their way to Lahiri Mahasya's simple dwelling in a narrow lane. The Guru was in the drawing room, seated in the lotus posture in meditation. They bowed before him. Opening his half-closed eyes, Lahiri Mahasya looked at Father with a penetrating gaze and said, in the same tone they had heard in the field 2 days before, "Bhagupati Babu, you are too hard on your employee." Father was thrilled to the very core of his heart. He hung his head humbly. No one had ever chastised him before. After a vibrant pause, the great yogi said, "But you have made me very happy. Not only have you granted Abhinash leave to come here, you also have come with your wife to receive initiation." Needless to say, Father was startled to hear Lahiri Mahasya speak the thoughts in his own mind. Lahiri Mahasya showed keen interest in Mejda's impending birth. After initiating Master's mother, he said to her, "My daughter, through the grace of God, your son will be a prophet. He will show mankind the way to God realization. Through his life and teachings, many people will slough off the delusions of this world and find salvation. You traveled here by train. Verily you saw how the engine pulled the cars. In the same manner, your son will draw souls from the ordinary to the divine spheres." Now sharing something which happened on January 5th. Mejda was born on January 5th, 1893. A room on the second floor of our home served as a lying-in room. It was here that Mejda's birth took place. Those present at the time of Mejda's birth said, "Mother was having severe labor pains. She fervently cried out to Lahiri Mahasya. Suddenly a celestial light filled the room, and from the concentrated rays in the center emerged the form of Lahiri Mahasya. Mother's pain vanished instantly. The divine light continued to illuminate the room till Mejda was born. Mejda was named Mukunda, a name by which the child Krishna is known." Mejda's life was linked with that of the great Guru and bore witness to the truth of Lahiri Mahasya's prediction. The prediction about Paramhansa ji's divine mission was repeated when Lahiri Mahasya blessed him when but an infant. In the words of Paramhansa ji's mother, as recorded in Autobiography of a Yogi, she tells him, "I first knew your destined path when you were a babe in my arms. I carried you then to the home of my Guru in Banaras." So the mother carries the baby again when he's born to the home of the Guru, Lahiri Mahasya. "Lahiri Mahasya seated you on his lap, placing his hand on your forehead by way of spiritually baptizing you. He said, 'Little mother, thy son will be a yogi. As a spiritual engine, he will carry many souls to God's kingdom.'" Thank you.
Thank you. Can we invite the ensemble singers, the choir, to come on up and we will do a sharing for you. Oh, look at this. Yeah, you're doing bass. All right, we actually need a different note than what you mentioned. We need a B flat. nice big breath. That's right.
So silently and sweetly the Master comes to me. His love and joy enfold me in bliss and ecstasy. My mind is calm and peaceful. All cares are swept away, and in His omnipresence I know that I am free. My mind is calm and peaceful. All cares are swept away, and in His omnipresence I know that I am free. So sweet the sound of home, 'tis Master's voice I hear. In all pervading silence, He whispers, I am there. My heart with joy is glowing, it sings eternally. There is no other love like the Master's love for me. My heart with joy is glowing, it sings eternally. There is no other love like the Master's love for me. Like the Master's love for me.
Good job. Niyati has a sharing for us next.
Thank you, Biraj. Whisper 169 from Whispers from Eternity by Paramhansa Yogananda. I want to know, will thou be mine? I care not if, in the destruction of my desires, I must shatter my very self, jostling through the sextillions of lives, and undergoing again and again the throes of birth and the pangs of death. I can endure all suffering so long as, at the end of it, I attain my supreme goal, oneness with thy bliss. What care I if I leave behind mangled heaps of my fleshly forms, broken by my struggles to reach thee? I offer my earthly happiness in exchange of thy joy. I renounce all elusive joys of eternal freedom in thy joy. In thy bliss alone is mine. Alone is mine. Oh, tell me clearly that thou wilt surely be mine. I can wait patiently, then 100,000 years as if they were but a day. Tell me, wilt thou be mine? Jai Guru.
as well, we are about to hear the voice of our Master. Actually, it's not the voice of our Master. I misspoke. This is Swamiji, Swami Kriyananda, singing a song, "Do Not Dry the Ocean of My Love," which I think fits well for tonight's themes. Do not dry the ocean of my love with the fires of my desires, with the fires of my restlessness. Do not dry the ocean of my love with the fires of my desires, with the fires of my restlessness. For thee I cry, for thee I weep, for thee I cry, for thee I weep. I'll cry no more, thou mine evermore. I'll cry no more, thou mine evermore. Thee I find behind the fringe of my mind. Thee I find behind the fringe of my mind. Hide no more, Lord, hide no more. Hide no more, Lord, hide no more. Leave me not, Ma, leave me no more. Leave me not, Ma, leave me no more. Do not dry the ocean of my love with the fires of my desires, with the fires of my restlessness. Do not dry the ocean of my love with the fires of my desires, with the fires of my restlessness. For thee I cry, for thee I weep, for thee I cry, for thee I weep. I'll cry no more, thou mine evermore. I'll cry no more, thou mine evermore. Thee I find behind the fringe of my love. Thee I find behind the fringe of my love. Hide no more, Lord, hide no more. Hide no more, Lord, hide no more. Leave me not, Ma, leave me not. Leave me not, Ma, leave me no more. Do not dry the ocean of my love with the fires of my desires, with the fires of my restlessness. For thee I weep, for thee I cry, for thee I weep, for thee I cry. I'll cry no more, thou mine evermore. I'll cry no more, thou mine evermore. Thee I find behind the fringe of my mind. Thee I find behind the fringe of my mind. Hide no more, Lord, hide no more. Hide no more, Lord, hide no more. Leave me not, Ma, leave me no more. Leave me not, Ma, leave me no more. Do not dry the ocean of my love with the fires of my desires, with the fires of my restlessness. Do not dry the ocean of my love. Do not dry the ocean of my love. Do not dry the ocean of my love with the fires of my desires, with the fires of my restlessness. For thee I weep, for thee I cry, for thee I weep, for thee I cry. I'll cry no more, thou mine evermore. I'll cry no more, thou mine evermore. Thee I find behind the fringe of my mind. Thee I find behind the fringe of my mind. Hide no more, Lord, hide no more, hide no more, Lord, hide no more. Leave me not more, leave me not more, leave me not more. Do not dry the ocean of my love. 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 Do not dry the ocean of my love with the fires of my desires, with the fires of my restlessness. Do not dry the ocean of my love with the fires of my desires, with the fires of my restlessness. For thee I weep, for thee I cry, for thee I weep, for thee I cry. I'll cry no more, thou mine evermore. I'll cry no more, thou mine evermore. Thee I find behind the fringe of my mind. Thee I find behind the fringe of my mind. Thee I find behind the fringe of my mind. Hide no more, Lord, hide no more, hide no more, Lord, hide no more. Leave me not more, leave me not more, leave me not more, leave me not, leave me not more, leave me not. Do not dry the ocean of my love. Do not dry the ocean of my love. Do not dry the ocean of my love. Do not dry the ocean of my love with the fires of my desires, with the fires of my restlessness, with the fires of my desires, with the fires of my restlessness. For thee I weep, for thee I cry, for thee I weep, for thee I cry. I'll cry I'll cry no more, thou mine evermore. Thee I find behind the fringe of my mind. Thee I find behind the fringe of my mind. Thee I find behind the fringe of my mind. Thee I find behind the fringe of my mind. Thee I find behind the fringe of my mind. Thee I find behind the fringe of my mind. Hide no more, Lord, hide no more. Hide no more, Lord, hide no more. Leave me not, Ma, leave me not, leave me not, Ma, leave me no more.
Master's words from Whispers from Eternity. God's boatman. I want to ply my boat many times across the gulf after death and return to earth's shores from my home in space. I want to load my boat with all those waiting, thirsty ones who have been left behind, that I may carry them to the opalescent pool of iridescent joy. There where my Father distributes his all-desire-quenching liquid peace. Oh, I will come back again and again, crossing a million crags of suffering. With bleeding feet I will come, if need be 1,000,000,000,000 times, as long as I know that one stray brother is left behind. I want thee, O God, that I may give thee to all. I want salvation, that I may give it to all. Free me then, O Lord, from the bondage of this body, that I may show others how they too can free themselves. I want thine everlasting happiness, but I want also to share it with others, that all my brothers may find the way to happiness, forever and forever, in thee.
I'll just keep it.
Now, Master's voice.
Are inadequate to express what I feel. I remember when I went to India in 1935 and 36, I remembered what Jesus said and why he said, "Who is my father, who is my mother, sister and brother, but who loves God?" And with great awe I felt all those of you whose life I have lived, each one of you, and the joy of your spiritual growth had been so impinged in my consciousness that I felt my real brothers and sisters are those who love God. Parents are given to us by God, and the real father is God, and the real mother is God, and real brothers and sisters are those who love God. So I remember that feeling, that indescribable feeling in India. And all those of you who have lived up to my ideals and whose lives I have lived in myself, I know each of you. And I know that you haven't deceived me in any way. You couldn't if you tried, but I was within you. And I never have deceived any of you in word, speech, or mind. That's why the God in us became manifest, and we realized the joy of living in a spiritual family where God is the Father and the Mother, and we are His children.
Okay, we're ready. So again, Jai Guru, that we're all here together. And we've heard some wonderful things about Yogananda and from Yogananda, and Swamiji singing in his love and consciousness of Yogananda. And so it's for me maybe just to little wrap up a bit. When he was saying in the birthday talk, that was a birthday talk that he gave, the last part that we heard, he said, I have no mother, I have no father, I have no brothers and sisters, but those who love God. And the greatest blessing is to be together with brothers and sisters who love God. And that blessing we have here. We have in many places around the world at Ananda. We've gotten to be in, as Swami wrote a song, I've been in many countries, I've mixed with many men. And we've gotten to be in many countries and mixed with many devotees, which is much better than just mixing with many men. And you can begin to see why it says in the Gita. The Gita says many things, of course, wonderful things, all true. But as you live the spiritual life, you start to recognize the truth of some of those things in your own life. And the one part of the Gita that says there is no greater blessing in all the three worlds. That's the astral world, the causal world, and the material world, physical world. No greater blessing anywhere than to find your true guru. In India we call Sat Guru, isn't it? In the US we just call Guru. But the gurus come when our hearts, incarnation after incarnation, we've been at this. We've been saying, I want to get out of suffering. I want to have happiness. Oh, look, there's a person who's happy. We follow this and that, a little, try to get happiness here and there. And eventually, after a long time of many incarnations, we're told, we finally are ready. Is it because we've suffered enough? Maybe. Is it because we've tasted that joy that doesn't go away, that is different than any other joy because it is so overwhelmingly powerful? We get lifted up. They call it in the Christian faith consolations. The little glimpses of God that comes in meditation, the little expansive moments. I was interested to work with Shivam on his reading. He read it for me, and there was a part in that I'd never really remembered. I've heard that reading before and read it myself, but that Bhagavati, Master's father, and his employee were walking in a field, and they both were perceiving the beauty of God in that field, and they wanted to become one with that beauty, and so their hearts were already expanded. And what joy did they receive? Lahiri Mahashaya appeared to them, on behalf of his disciple, Avinash, and also, maybe more importantly, as Shivam and I talked about today, on behalf of Bhagavati, who was going to bring Master's mother to meet him, and he was going to be able to bless Yogananda as the engine that would bring many, many souls to God. Well, guess who those souls are? This is a great birthday present to think that we're those souls, that Master comes back 1,000,000,000,000 times across the seas of suffering, crags of suffering, 1,000,000,000,000 times. He's willing to come. We say in the Festival of Light we do every week at Ananda, which is the Gita and the Bible and a lovely something inspired that came to Swami Kriyananda to write as a way for people to understand our path and to come to it with some of the basic teachings and week after week. So the constant is that we read the Festival of Light. Some of you have heard it, maybe you heard of it. And one of my favorite lines in that is, "Greater can no love be than this, from a life of infinite joy and freedom in God, willingly to embrace limitation, pain, and death." Well, that's what the masters do. That's what our master did. So his birth was a great celebration for us, certainly his parents and all who knew him. Anyone who was touched, he became a guru at a very young age. People were recognizing him as their guru. Great joy for us, but, not so fun maybe for Master in many ways. To come back to the earth after being free and infinity, no reason, no karma. But that love that the Master has. And there is no other love like the Master's love for me, that song that one of his disciples wrote. And what can we give, Master? Narayani was reminding us that this is a day to give something to Yogananda. Think ahead of time, what is it you want to give Yogananda? And what is it you want to give Yogananda? You'll have a moment at the end to be able to come up, and you'll have a little flower we can give and a gift from Master, some words. But what do you want to bring to the altar? What is your gift that you can lay at the feet of Yogananda? Take a second to think about what gift would you give? We won't do a question and answering now. My turn up here. But just think, what can you bring? What can you give? And what does the Master need? He needs nothing. Obviously, he's free. He doesn't need anything for his birthday. But they say that, God doesn't need anything from us. He is everything. He has everything. He knows everything about us. There's nothing we can surprise him with, good or bad. He knows everything we've ever done. He knows everything we're going to do. And he relates to our soul, the oneness that we have with him. And the only thing he's waiting for, the only one thing, is our love. That's all the Guru waits for. And when he has that love, when he has that dedication, it's like when someone took discipleship and he said, "Oh, good." He rubbed his hands. "Now I can take charge of your life," which means I can bring you out of delusion and into freedom. And that's the real birth, isn't it? To birth in freedom, to be born in the light, to be born in that unconditional joy and unconditional love. And so Master's birth today, we've been all saying, it sounds a little silly sometimes, happy birthday to one another. It's not our birthday. I wasn't born on this day. I don't know if anyone in the room was, but because Yogananda was born on this day, we are being born into our greater, more expansive joy and bliss and love and freedom. So it's a great cause for celebration. is Yogananda's birthday, and some of us were chatting a little bit. There are traditions in various parts of the world where it's on your birthday that you give gifts. You know, in the West, everybody waits for the birthday party and the little kids, and everybody brings them presents. But in many traditions, it's the day that you share what you have with others. You've been born, to give. When Swami Kriyananda was on the bus coming across from New York to be at the feet of his guru, he was just read the why he was on the bus, and he said, I finally found it. I'm so thrilled. I know the purpose of my life. And the purpose of my life is to find God. And he was so happy to remember that, to get back on that path from incarnations, and now he was ready. And the second part was, and I want to share that with everyone. And that birth of the avatar in this world, in our hearts, in our lives, in our meditations, that birth is a gift that keeps on giving to the degree that we're willing to share. Whatever little joy we get, we share and see what happens. I would go around the room and say, when were you the happiest? And many people would say, well, when I was feeling so happy, and then I shared it. There's an old saying that says, a joy shared is doubled. Simple math, even I can do that. A sorrow shared is halved. Also math I can do. So as we celebrate the Guru's birthday, remember what it is we're giving him, what it is we're receiving, and how we can share it with one another and with the world, vibrations, consciousness, support, whatever it is that we're doing. That expansion of our love is the example of the birthing that Yogananda came into for us, that we can also do with him and for him. So, God bless.
Choir has one more offering for you. Come on up. Choir.
Okay, it's okay. Is your foot asleep?
Right in the middle. Don't bend. We need. Here, come on over.
Oh yes, take this one. Sure.
Coming over next. Maybe just sure.
Meta, can you hold this? My arm might not make it on time. Thanks.
Okay.
Ribbons.
Let's get you close to your bass partner over there. Okay, we need an F. Sing it out. I'll give you 4 counts. Nice deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, Master, may thy joy fill our days. Oh, Master, may thy wisdom guide our ways. The time has come for us to see that there's but one reality upon the earth and high above. The truth that all was made from love. A love that calls to us to fly above the hills, above the sky, above the storms, above the
into the light, the inner sun, into the truth that we're all one. Help us to find in every hour, in every thought, in every flower, a joy that spans eternity, the truth that makes us ever free. Oh, Master, may thy joy fill our days. Oh, Master, may thy wisdom guide our ways. Oh, Master, may thy joy fill our days. Oh, Master, may thy wisdom guide our ways.
Okay, so every birthday party wants to have a little exchange of celebratory gifts. So we have some beautiful roses, I think someone maybe is going for, that you can come up and offer to Yogananda with your special heartfelt wish and gift to him in your heart. And there's here a little heart and mind prasad, little scrolls that have quotes of Yogananda that you can take one. And there's, I believe, something in the form of a...
Well, that's later.
Later. We won't say anything about that because that's later. Okay. Let's let people pick up like this.
So, just why don't we bring that back over here so that
Okay.
we can get it on the way up.
Yeah, good idea.
So choose yourself as you come up, 2s and 3s and 4s at a time. There's plenty of room at the altar. Choose yourself a flower, offer it, and find your gift at the altar to bring back with you. Listen to thy soul's song. Listen to my heart's song. Listen to my soul's song. Listen to my heart's song. Is secret in my soul. I am never blossoms
dipping them in the ocean. I will lay them at thy feet, dipping them in the ocean. I will lay them at thy feet. Listen to my soul song. Listen to my heart song. Listen to my soul song. Listen to my heart song. In secret in my soul, I will never blossoms for, dipping them in the ocean. I will lay them at thy feet, dipping them in the ocean. I will lay them at thy feet. Listen to my soul song. Listen to my heart song. Listen to my soul song. Listen to my heart song. In secret in my soul, I will gather blossom for thee. In the ocean, I will lay them at thy feet, dipping them in the ocean. I will lay them at thy feet. Listen to my soul song. Listen to my heart song. Listen to my soul song. Listen to my heart song. In secret in my soul, I will gather blossoms for you, dipping them in the ocean. I will lay them at thy feet, dipping them in the ocean. I will lay them at thy feet. Listen to my soul song. Listen to my heart song. Listen to my soul song. Listen to my heart song. In secret in my soul, I will gather blossoms for, dipping them in the ocean. I will lay them at thy feet, dipping them in the ocean. I will lay them at thy feet. Listen to my soul song. Listen to my heart song. Listen to my soul song. Listen to my heart song. In secret in my soul, I will gather blossoms, dipping them in the ocean. I will lay them at thy feet, dipping them in the ocean. I
this says, Happy 130th birthday.
Yay, God.
Yay, God. Thank you, Master. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Yogananda.
Master's blessings on you. Let's have some lights, shall we?
So, do we have little plates or we put it in the mouth of everybody? That would be fun but messy.
However you want to do it.
Yeah, I think the plates.
Sure.
Put it on the plates? Good idea. I'll let you finish doing the designing. Oh, good catch. Right.
Thank you.
Beautiful cake.
So, time to just enjoy the birthday party.